Well, I'm finally ready to hit the road. So even though I picked up this load yesterday, but I consider this as day one. So trip Ontario to Tennessee, what is this, June 28th, 2013. And when I booked this load, the paperwork said I'm picking up 3 pieces. One of them, a small panel, like electric panel, needed to be tarped. And the total weight was supposed to be, I think it was like 44,000 pounds. So check out what I actually picked up. So it's one piece, part of a, that big truck scale platform, where the truck goes on to scale its axles. And so totally there's 4 platforms like this, and it's 22.5. I like my lights. 22.5 feet long and 11 feet wide. So that's why I have all these signs, flags. I had to get permits, right? And because it's wider than this, I couldn't use chains, because if I put them inside there, it would be pushing against the rub rail, could have broken the rub rail. Or if I hooked the chain right in here, it would have probably bent this thing here, because the hook is very narrow, right? So instead I used straps, and so this is 22.5 feet long, so by definition you need 4 straps, 2 for the first 10 feet, 1 for the other 10 feet, and because it's over 20, so you need 4, but that's bare minimum, right? So I put 5, 1, 2, 3 in the middle, 4, 5, and I still was not happy with that. I put another chain, like there's actually an opening here, so I can use my inflow tie down. So I put 1 chain in the front and 1 chain here. Now let me show you how this thing looks from the top. So that's what it looks like a regular scale that Drive is so familiar with. It's heavy because it has concrete on it, and it has these rub rails, right? Oh, and actually, yeah, there was one more piece, this thing, with the speaker. So I just put it under my straps, and it sits pretty good. But so it's a pretty easy to haul load, except that it came with these stupid sensors. So like these actually things that measure the weight, and they're held by this cable. And I said, can I cut it or disconnect it somehow? And there's a nut in there, and the guy said, well, if you can disconnect it without breaking that nut, go ahead. And it's all corroded, it's all rusty, like not on this one, but on the other ones. So I just used a whole bunch of cable ties, and it's not, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. It just probably weighs about, I don't know, a pound. But it does feel heavy a little bit. See, that's my other strap. So lucky for me, they have these holes in the frame. Otherwise, I'd have to use only straps. So I spent the night at the hotel while the Toromont cat dealer here in Cambridge was working on my truck. And remember, the guy yesterday said, oh, it depends how badly the nuts are corroded there. He says often there's lots of rust. It might take us more than 2 hours. And these guys, they don't fool around. They charge $120 an hour. So I called them this morning, and they said, oh yeah, your truck is ready. Oh really? Okay. So I go there, and it's like, of course I don't have a car. My car is at the parking lot, and it's raining, and I had to walk like a kilometer, like 3/4 of a mile. But oh, and I asked him, so how much money do I have to bring with me? And he says, well, it's like, and the guy, there's no hesitation in his voice, I figure he slept okay, like no regrets whatsoever. He says, well, it's $1,021.38. And I said, I thought you said around 700. Like, what happened? Oh, they had to, took them 4 hours to remove and replace the starter, and then there was a clutch lubrication. Okay, so I'll go in there and I look at the invoice, and it's a piece of paper that looks like this, has a whole bunch of pages. But basically there's only 2 positions, right? And it says here, segment 1, replace starter, disconnect batteries, Starter wiring, hardware was seized, heat and removed seized hardware. So they had to heat the hardware, remove starter. But you know, you heat and you remove. Does it sound like something you're gonna be doing for 4 hours? Remove starter, tap bolt holes. Tap bolt holes. Oh, I guess they had to, you know, clean them. Replace starter, install hardware, reconnect batteries, run and test. Firm labor, $480. Starter, $343.38. Segment 1 total, $823.38. Okay, segment 2, kind of another little revenue venue for these guys, right? Lubricate clutch pedal for squeaking. Lubricate for squeaking. So it's like, it should be against squeaking, or I don't know. Anyway, remove driver's side kick panel. Alright. Lubricate inner clutch linkage. Lubricate outer clutch linkage. And all that I did myself, and it didn't help, right? Lubricate cross shafts. And I asked them about this, and they said this is kind of like a fork that actually moves the, it sits in basically in the transmission itself, not here. And then at the bottom they made a note saying cross shafts badly worn. Firm labor $54.50, which is basically what, half an hour. Segment 2 total $54.50. Environmental fee $26, because we want to help environment, right? Ontario sales tax 13%, $117.50. Total $1,021.38. And at least I'm getting the sales tax back, sorry, because this is a, you know, trucking related expense. This is my business expense, so I'm gonna get this $117.50 back. But also I went for a test drive. I needed to put money in my bank account because today is the day when they take out the payment for my trailer. And so I just decided not to drive with the trailer, just, you know, bobtailed down the corner, around the corner to the bank, and I came back and the pedal, you know, squeaks, you know, it's like, and the noise, you know, according to this note, it says cross shafts worn, basically we cannot do anything. And then I'm driving and I'm pushing the clutch, and the noise is coming from right out of here. So what I was hoping they would do is they would disconnect the pedal, because what they did is exactly what I was trying to do. You know, I just lubricated the from both ends, but I didn't remove the pedal, of course. That's too much work. So I hope these guys would do this. And I complained to the manager, and the guy says, oh, half an hour labor, no way we would charge that little if we were to take apart your linkage, you know. So, but I said, well, there's no result. Like, what did you charge me? At least this $54.50. I understand you guys spent 4 hours heating and removing the starter. Okay, fine, you know, like, I hope you sleep okay at night, but this, at least this. And the guy says, okay, we can credit back to you. And he, of course, didn't sound, you know, too happy, but so they gave me back, I think it was like $61.50 because of the tax. And this was cool because I had to pick up my tarp, brand new tarp. I just used once, and when I was moving those stupid coils, and because they had those cables on the outside, you know, with the little lock, I put some rubber on top of it, and it fell off in transit. And the tarp, by the time I reached Toronto, that Philadelphia trip, I had two small. One was a hole like this, maybe like half an inch, basically like a cut. And then there was another one at the bottom on the side where the hook, you know, where that stupid hook, when the tarp flaps too much in the wind, it rubs against the hook like this, and there was a hole like this. Brand new tarp, used once. So I left the tarp with them like a couple of days ago when I came back. So this is the receipt, $53 plus tax, $59.89, and I paid $2.50 for the tarp. That's why I hate tarping, you know, because that's what happens. You pay more in repair. Of course, I could have probably fixed it myself, but then you have to buy those, you know, special kits, you know, the glue and everything. I just want these guys to do it professionally. Just next time I'll buy, you know, more carpets like, you know, serious, because this time I just used small pieces and they just fell off, you know. That's what that was the problem, was why the tarp got cut. So that's that. So I'm ready to leave. But actually, one thing here, one positive outcome of this, because they replaced the entire thing, and why actually I'm not too concerned about the, you know, this expense, because I'm pretty sure that that starter, it was there for 9 years, since 2007. It was all probably corroded, and, you know, there must have been a short somewhere, because one interesting thing that happened, check this out. I'm gonna start the engine now, and I don't know if you can tell, but there's a huge difference just how the truck sounds. I don't know what, I even asked the manager, I said, what happened? Like, why did the tone of the engine change? And the guy, well, I have no idea. Oh, really? Like, but you do know how to charge for 4 hours of labor of heating the seized hardware. That's cool. But anyway, check this out. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but listen. I'm just gonna turn the key, wait till the gauges cycle twice, and then we're gonna start it with no clutch. I don't know, it's like, fuck, it sounds much better, you know, like there's more power. I don't know, it's like the engine starts from the first attempt, you know. That solenoid probably was causing me lots of trouble, you know. I mean, even I didn't realize it. One more time. See, like maybe it's just a different starter, I don't know, but the entire node changed. Anyway, so this goes in my envelope. That's where I collect all my invoices. And now on July 1st, I'm gonna compute all my expenses and send in the report for the sales tax. So I'm gonna get, this month probably gonna get like $400 or $500 back from the government for the sales tax I paid on all these repairs. Too bad I didn't pay the HST at the border. You know, that guy that left a comment on my channel was right. If I paid the HST at the border like I was supposed to, now I could have claimed it back. You know, I could have claimed back all that $1,000, because these are tires, they're trucking related, right? Well, what do, you know? Okay, so now I'm ready. It's 3 hours to the border. I got my ACE electronic manifest cover page. I got my customs invoice. Alright, so this is something that I need to show at the border. Oh, which reminds me, I must get my passport out of the back. Okay, Canadian passport, 1, check. So this is what I need to give to the guys at the border. Alright, here I printed out, because this is an oversized load, I have a whole bunch of permits for each state. This is Ontario, Michigan, Ohio, and then I'll print out the rest, Kentucky and Tennessee. So the purpose is to get out of Michigan by the end of Friday, by the end of today. And that should be a doable task, because it's 3 hours to the border, and then it's only 47 miles in Michigan, because Michigan does not allow travel on Saturday and Sunday for oversized loads, but Ohio and Kentucky are okay. Alright, so permits are good, and then I have all my paperwork here for my load. This is a bill of lading, 2 copies here, I think. Yeah, then I have my paperwork for the load from the agent with all the contact information, you know, the address, where I'm going, how much it pays, everything. So I guess I'm ready. So my plan for today, just drive maybe, you know, 5-6 hours, because Tennessee, where I'm going, it's only like 6.5 hours away, but I cannot go there now because there's no weekend travel in Tennessee. So by the time I get there to the border with Kentucky, it's gonna be Saturday, you know. Unless, of course, I drive like a maniac, but then, you know, what's the point? Like, the place is closed. My delivery is Monday, so I'm not gonna rush. I'm gonna drive slow, enjoy the scenery, you know, maybe buy some an audiobook or something, you know, just enjoy life, enjoy my new starter. it's amazing how many money I'm putting in this truck, so there's no way I'm selling it now. Like over the past 4 months, check this out, new tires, new outside rims on the drives, new alternator, new batteries, new starter now. What else did I change? And that's it, but that's already a lot of money, you know? Like just tires alone, 406 times 8, 3,200 bucks. Oh, plus the fine. So, but it's all good. So I'm still at the parking lot of Walmart here. There's a big shopping plaza. This is Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. There's a Best Buy there, Staples, and yeah, and Walmart is behind me in the mirror. You can see in the mirror. So let's rock and roll. Well, I'm sitting pretty inside the parking lot at the duty-free store on the Canadian side at the border. Windsor, Ontario on this side, Detroit, Michigan on the other side. So I went inside, you know, like how they want it played. You go inside and you ask the girls to make the call to the bridge escort. And when you're oversized, you cannot go by yourself. You have to be escorted, and basically they just stay back, make sure no one passes you in some, you know, in the spots where there's just one lane, for example, you know. And last time I had to wait like 2.5 hours, but now it's pretty quick. The worker, the employee already showed up. Basically they make you fill out a form, you know, like your company name, you know, address, your truck license plate, your name, you know, you sign, date of crossing, and I suspect they send it to the corporate office. Of course they charge them for this, because even though the bridge is maybe, I don't know, 1 mile long, but no one would do it for free, right? For them it's just a source of extra revenue. So, oh, and I called my customs broker, because the worst thing that can happen is I cross the bridge, I go to the booth, and the guy says, hey, your ace is not on the system, and then they turn you around, and then you have to wait for the escort again, then you come here. That would be a nightmare. So, but I sent everything like 3 hours ago by email to customs, and I just called them, and she gave me an entry number, so which proves that I'm okay to cross. So next and final stop is Wapakoneta, Ohio. There's a TA truck stop there, so I can get some fuel. I'll have some points for a shower, you know. Maybe see some naked tourists, you know. So, well, it's almost 4:30, so I've been here 90 minutes, and despite the assurances of the lady that gave me this piece of paper with all my info, right? I mean, she gave me this blank sheet, I filled it out, and then she put her badge number, and she said, oh yeah, she'll be along shortly. Who's she? I have no idea, but now I found there's a phone number on my permit where it says that you're supposed to, you know, contact them 24 hours in advance. And I tried it last time. I called them, and they said, oh, just come to the duty-free, park there, and ask the girls inside to call. So what's the point, you know? Why do you have to call 24 hours in advance? So that's what I did now. I just showed up here, called them, and I mean, the girls in the store called them, right? But then I remembered that I had the same story last time. Last time I was here much longer. Well, I have no idea when they're gonna bring me in, but I just called the phone number on my permit, the permit for Michigan, and you see the traffic over there, and they said that that's the traffic out of US coming back to Ontario. Those are the toll booths over there, right? And they said this time of the day is very busy. I don't know what these people are doing coming back from US at 4:30 on Friday. I don't know, who are these people? Look, there's like 10 cars across. Can you believe this? I understand trucks, but cars, like, these cannot be tourists, I don't think, right, on a Friday, but this is July, so you never know. Oh, maybe they're coming for, you know, July the 1st, the Canada Day celebration, which is on Monday. So I don't know. But anyway, so they told me that, the guy on the phone told me that they know I'm here and that they're waiting till the traffic eases up a little. So they cannot take me across when it's so busy. So wait. Waiting game. Hi.
Hi. Your license plate at?
It's on the right side. I put it on the right side, near the steps, because it's otherwise they'll give me a ticket if I cover it. So
I didn't see it on the right side, but okay.
it's on the steps.
Is it on the step?
No, I put it like that where the cable ties, where the fuel tank is, just on the right side.
Blocking the lanes, or what's going on up there? The lanes are closed, but one lane is the only lane open. Roman lane is open all the time, middle lane. Turn left, good, traffic light, turn right, now take your 95.
Second time I see an accident here at I-75. I-75 and junction with 80 and 90, just south of Toledo. Last time there was a tractor trailer on the side. This time they say there's a car on the side on the right, in the right lane.
Yeah, I don't know how he's going to get through here though. Going to try to come up on this left shoulder. He's got it. He's coming. Heavy rescue. Watch it, oversized. A heavy rescue on your side.
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah, he braked real hard when you started to move. You blaming? Nope. No damn way to start the night shift, that's all I gotta say. No doubt. Yeah, it's a hell of a way to finish my night. Well, you get to finish? Damn. You got some running on the right side now. I've seen lights going by. Up here? No accident. We're just doing this for practice in case there was an accident. I won't be smart. I just pulled up here. I was just asking a question. Yeah, we've been talking about it for a half hour. Yeah, there's an accident up here. Left lane's open. Yeah, cops get out of the right lane and be 2 lanes.
75 southbound.
He thinks he can't beat those through to kind of vehicle is that? Swain.
Keep left.
There was a big truck involved with that, or he just stopped to help?
Yeah, the truck is on the shoulder and the guy's on this road.
That's what I'm saying. Was that big truck involved, or he just stopped to help him?
Unclear this time. Made it to the TA truck stop. Got some fuel here. This is the end of the day. I just wanted to fuel first so I can get my cash advance, my shower, you know. Oh, and when I went inside to get the money, I asked the girl how to say the name of this town. So now I know. You know, it's spelled W-A-P-O-K-A-N-E-T-A. Now, how do you say this? And she said Wopokaneta. I said, wait, say this again, only slower. She says Wopokaneta. So Wopokaneta. I thought it was Wapokanita or something like that. And she laughed and said, well, that's close enough. So that's a geography lesson for me. So Wopokanita. No, Wopokaneta. Yeah, Wopokaneta. Yeah, basically I'm just driving around trying to find some parking here. And tomorrow is another day, another dollar.